Yo, what's going on, guys? My name's Tally and welcome back to a brand new video. Before I get started, don't forget like button, subscribe, share, follow me on Twitter. You already know what to do. I say this every video, just do it, you know what I'm saying? If you follow me on Twitter, I'll be a happy man. But anyways, let's get started. And in today's video, I'll be ranking the top 5 trap albums of all time. And this is a video that I've been wanting to do for a minute, but never had the proper time to actually sit down and do it. But now today I got all the time in the world, so I can do it. So I'm gonna stop talking and we're gonna start ranking these albums. Before we get started, we have some honorable mentions. Bad at 6 by Thugger, They Make It. Without Warning by 21 Savage, They Make It. And Slime Season 3 by Gunna, They Make It. Those 3 projects are really good, but I feel like there's 5 better trap albums. And the number 5, we have Playboi Carti, Die Lit. And to be honest, I done a Twitter poll on this, and Twitter pretty much agreed with me. Like, Bad at 6, Without Warning, Slime Season 3, like, Die Lit beat all of them. And I wouldn't be really mad at Die Lit at number 5. Like, all those 4 albums to me, they're around the same ranking, like a 6, 7, 8, you know what I'm saying? 6 kind of disrespectful, like 7, 8, not 6. 6 is mad disrespectful. But don't get me wrong, I really do like Die Lit. But some of you niggas overhyped the fuck out of this, bro. Like, this is not even Carti's best project, real talk. Like, it does have some good songs like Long Time, R.I.P., Love Hit, Shooter, Lil Uzi, which is an absolute classic. But it does have some misses. Poke It Out, all because the Nicki Minaj verse was a miss. Like, the song is so good until Nicki gets on the track and ruins the whole thing. Right Now with Pierre Bourne as well was kind of a miss. Like, I'm not even gonna sit here and lie. And so was Middle of the Summer with Red Cold Hearted. I don't even know who she is or whatever. Oh, he is. I just clicked on his Spotify. I don't know who he is. So the misses were Middle of the Summer, Poke It Out with Nicki Minaj, and Right Now with Pierre Bourne. Like, if those songs weren't on the project, I can understand you man gassing this project, but I don't get it. Like, it's not Carti's best piece of work. Like, it's not bad because it was obviously on the top 5 trap album, but it's also not his best piece of work. This you just got me ranting about Die Lit, bro. I didn't want to do this. Like, the album is not garbage like some people say. Some people overrate it, and then some people take it too far by saying, oh, the album is trash. But some people do overrate the hell out of this, bro. Like, the more people overrate this, the more I just don't appreciate this album when I should really listen to it back, like give it a full spin again. But from what I remember, it's not as great as people say it. But I still have it at number 5. Like, the album's good, don't get twisted. It's a solid like 8, 7.5. But it's not a 10, it's not a 9. Like, you might need to relax with that. At number 4, we have Migos Culture. And I think you man forgot how many hits were on this joint. Because Migos, obviously, they're falling off. They're not as big as they used to be. But this album is straight a classic. I don't care what anyone says. T-shirt, Call Casting, Bad and Bougie with Lil Uzi Vert, which I believe that track is like what, 5, 6 times platinum, something ridiculous like that. Slippery with Gucci Mane, Big on Big, What the Price, Brown Paper Bag, Dead with 2 Chainz. Oh my god. Kelly Price with Travis Scott as well. Like all these songs are fire. They are fire. And I feel like when this dropped in 2017 was the perfect time, because they really cemented the trap scene into rap. Like, there was a trap scene before rap, don't get twisted, but it wasn't as strong as it is today, where damn near every trap artist sounds the same. Like, Migos really brought their sound and made it their own. Like, they brought something different with their ad-libs and stuff like that, with their flows, especially Offset. Like, I really love the song T-shirt off this project. Like, T-shirt is my favorite song out of this project by a country mile. Some people might say Bad and Bougie, some people might say Kelly Price, but T-shirt, the chemistry on that, oh my god. Like, every single person murdered they verse. Quavo, especially Takeoff went fucking stupid on this verse. Like, this album, it just fills me with nostalgia, because it just makes me think of all the time in 2017 where I was non-stop bumping this. Like, there's not one bad song. Like, this is 13 tracks, lucky, all hits, no misses. And I've seen the Migos are gonna drop Culture 3. I just beg it's 13 tracks again. 13 tracks of you man just straight snapping. I don't need none of this extra shit with Culture 2 where there was about 25 tracks, I think it was. It was 24 tracks, 1 hour and 45 minutes. No, I'm not listening to 1 hour 45 minutes of Migos music, please. Will You Man done with Culture, which was just about under an hour with 13 tracks, was good. And that's what I should do the most, because they just need to stop caring about streaming and just putting out 20, 40 tracks on the album. Like, no one's gonna listen to that after the first spin, because there's gonna be too many mids. People will listen to a 10, 15 track album that's full of bangers over and over again. See what happened with Kai? I hate to mention Kai, but you see what happened to Whole Lotta Red? Niggas stop listening after one spin. It was projected to sell 150k, now it sold 100k. Like, I'm not gonna stop bringing that up because that's a massive example of don't put me. And talking about Playboi Carti, number 3 is a self-titled joint. And yes, I'm one of them niggas that think the self-title is Playboi Carti's best project, and he'll never beat it. Whole Lotta Red version 1 with all the leaks, the legendary leaks, would have blown this album out, but that's not what happened. This motherfucking album is all hits, no misses. Like, I'm going through it now. I have every single song on my playlist. I don't even have the album downloaded. Let me download the album. Like, generally, name me one miss. Please, just one miss off this project, because there is none. Obviously, you have the street classic Magnolian, a great opening track with Location. That shit had me floating. Looking with Lil Uzi Vert, Woke Up Like This, also with Lil Uzi Vert, a massive hit in Kali's career. Let It Go, Half and Half, my favorite song on this project. It's really underrated. I really don't see many people talk about Half and Half. Like, what Kai was literally flowing on this. This is the closest thing that we're gonna hear to rapping Kai. Like, Kai actually rapping on this. Like, the beat was so nice. I think, was it Pierre who produced? I know Pierre produced most of the songs on this, so that's probably why I like it so much. But Kylie was generally flowing on that beat, bro. It wasn't even produced by Pierre, it was produced by Southside. Southside, do more beats with Kylie. Like, I didn't know Southside was like, it was nice like that, you know what I'm saying? New Chopper with A$AP Rocky also went huge when it comes to mainstream, putting Kylie in the mainstream. Lame Niggas Do That Shit. Number 9 was an amazing song, and people don't talk about that enough. I might have to rank Kylie's discography next. Yeah, I'm gonna do that next after I'm done with the current one I'm doing right now. I'm gonna rank Kylie's discography, and we're really gonna listen to all of his 3 albums that he's put out and realize the self-titled was his best by. Also, Flex with Laven Kelly. I'm not sure how to pronounce that name, but. And apparently that guy is a nigga, bro. I thought I was a woman the whole time. Like, his vocals are amazing. Like, you had me fooled for 3 straight years until someone sent it to the group chat. I forgot who it was, but someone sent it to the group chat. I was like, oh shit, what the fuck? Then that's when I really went on the Spotify and checked out some of his other shit. It's kind of cool, but it's not something I would listen to on a daily basis. Like, when it comes to this self-titled project, it has the proper trap feel, if you know what I mean. Like, this project has. It feels like the same thing with the Migos. Like, Kylie dropped this at the right time, because this was when trap was kind of becoming mainstream, and this felt like a proper trap album. I feel like with Die Lit, the beats were more like what do you call it? I feel like the beats were more polished. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, Die Lit, the beats felt very polished. This one, it feels like proper trap, if you know what I'm saying. At number 2, we have DS2 by Future. And I feel like it would be very disrespectful not to add this album in the top 5 trap. Some people might say the Batter 6 is better than this, but I generally do not see it. Now, don't get me wrong, Thugger with Batter 6 was snapping, but he didn't make my top 5. Maybe he made it for you, but this DS2 by Future had complete bangers, and it was just an overall better album. That's not even a diss. Like, this album has bangers. Thought It Was a Drought was a great opening track. I Serve the Bass, Where It At with Drake, which went Dummy, Lil One, which is an underrated track, but people don't talk about much, but I really do like that track. Blow a Bag as well, Rich Sex, Trap Niggas, Real Sisters, Fuck Up Some Cameras, absolute classic. I feel like DS2 brought a lot of features that Batter 6 didn't, and I know I keep comparing it to that album, but that's the album that people seem to like clash against each other, like, oh, what's the better album? Like, DS2 felt more trap. I feel like Thugger had too many features on DS2. Not on DS2, on Batter 6. Like there is nothing wrong with having feature. I'm not saying Thugger is in the wrong for putting feature. It's his album. He can do what he wants. It still sounded good. But the fact that it was just pure Future for most of the tracks until the last track, which had a bunch of features, the track with Drake, and he carried it for 17 out of the 19 tracks. It was just all Future with all hits, no misses. That's why I feel like it's a well and beyond above Batter 6. Some of the features on Batter 6 definitely outshadow Thug. I might do a throwback album review on that. I feel like this was when Future was in his bag trying to prove a point, because people just knew him as this mumble rapper. So he's trying to get out this mumble rapper lane, if you know what I'm saying. And I think he proved it with this album that he just doesn't just mumble on the beat. Like, he can actually spit. Like, I'm not saying he was rapping on the same beat for beat like Kendrick or Cole or people like that, but he wasn't just mumbling. He wasn't just saying a bunch of yeah. Like, there's verses on this album that really went stupid. And to be honest, like, the last track shouldn't really count, because it's literally 25 minutes and niggas just talking. Like, I don't know why I added that saying like it was a point, but pretty much Future carried himself on this album by himself. He was dropping LeBron numbers by himself with no features except for Drake. Like, DS2 will go down in history as one of the best trap albums the whole time, and it really set the scene for people like Migos, Playboi Carti to come through and do that sound, but like more polished, you know what I'm saying? Because you can hear the influence that this album has had, like on albums like Culture, Slime Season 3, albums like that I said earlier in the video. And the fact that Future carried himself on this makes it 10 times better. I know I brought up this point again, but you have to realize how hard it is to carry yourself through an album with no features. And at number 1, if you know me, you already know what this album is. It's Rodeo by Travis, and I will die on this take. Rodeo will forever be the greatest trap album of all time, and none of it comes close. None of it. And you know, I'm a Rodeo fanboy. Pornography, a great opening. Oh my, this side with Quavo, that beat switch was nasty. It was absolutely disgusting. Quavo really done his thing on the second beat as well. Travis Scott went. I wish the first beat would have went on longer, but it doesn't change the fact that the song's still fire. 3500 with Future and 2 Chainz. Once again, this is a prime Future beat, and 2 Chainz was low-key underrated on this. I don't see many people talk about this track, but this is actually top 5 on Rodeo, maybe top 3. Wasted with Juicy J, also good. 90210, arguably one of the best tracks on this project. Pray for Love with The Weeknd was good, and Nightcrawler, arguably my favorite song of this project. Sway Lee, especially Chief Keef, went dummy. I remember I tweeted this out maybe 2 days ago or 3 days ago, or whatever. I tweeted it out. I was like, oh, streets will never forget how Chief Keef made this hoe. Antidote, huge song out of the project, which put Travis Scott on the map to many people. Impossible, one of the best songs on this project. I keep saying one of the best songs on this project to nearly every single song, but literally every single song is the best song on the project. Like, you literally can have an argument for any song to be the best song on the project. Like, realistically, you could literally put a song like Flying High as the best song on the project, and I wouldn't argue against it, because the album is that good. It's all hits, no misses. It's a 10. I will stand on this till I die. Rodeo is a solid 10. I don't care what you say. Mariah, I'm Drunk with Justin Bieber and Thugger absolutely murdered his verse, and so did Bieber. Some people say Bieber had a better verse than Thugger and Travis. I mean, I disagree with that, but then again, I wouldn't argue against it because all their verses were 10s. I can tell it was a really underrated song. I see people saying, oh, it's a weak song or the project. Nope. The song is amazing. Also, the beats on this project, like I said with DS2, it was proper trap. I think it was DS2 that I said that, or maybe I said it with Playboi Carti. I'm not sure. I said it one of these albums, but I said it was proper trap, and this really stands on the statement I made earlier. Like, these type of beat selection is proper trap. Like, people try and say Astro World is better, Astro's a better trap album. Astro's barely trap. Astro, the beats are more polished, way more polished. Astro sounds more mainstream than this. Apple Pie as well on the original Rodeo was a great way to end off a beautiful album. especially with when the guy says, will he make it, will he die or whatever something, and then he goes the rodeo. That's an amazing way to end the project. And the 2 songs he added on the deluxe was Schoolboy Q and Never Catch Me is also good. So yeah, to go back over my list, at number 5 I have Die Lit. Number 4 I have Culture by Migos. Number 3 I have Self-Titled by Playboi Carti. Number 2 I have DS2 by Future. And at number 1 I have Roger with Travis Scott. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please drop a like. This video is going to be mad long. Like, the recording says 30 minutes. Like, hopefully I'm going to try to shorten it as short as I can, because I know people are not going to sit here for like 15-20 minutes. But if it ends up being 15-20 minutes, don't blame me. Blame the trap album for being this good. But anyways, watch these 2 videos on the screen right now. But anyways, have a good day and have a good life. Talk to you man in a bit. Peace.